To another video tutorial with Kukura Capital, and this is our first episode of our Forex video tutorials in terms of our technical analysis series. So in this particular episode we're going to be going over how to use your MT4 trading platform. Now when you're trading Forex, you are going to be using a MT4 trading platform. It's a fantastic tool to use for trading. It's universal and doesn't matter which broker you download it from, the features are going to be the same. Now in our tutorials we're going to be focusing on downloading it from either JP Markets or from TDM Markets. These are both great reliable brokers that are credible and are both based in South Africa. The great thing about them being based in South Africa is that it's really easy to address any matters that may arise because they both have physical offices in South Africa, and furthermore the documentation that is required of you to open an account will obviously be catered to the South African people, opposed to if you open an account with an American broker, it may be harder because obviously some of the documentation that they require from you, you simply do not have. Now it's not only limited to JP Markets or TDM Markets, you can also open a trading account with IG Trading. However, it should be noted that opening a trading account with IG, a real account, can be quite tricky because they do have quite a number of procedures in order to protect people from making huge risks. So they do ask you for a lot of questions: how much experience do you have, how much earnings do you have, and these can be, as much as they're there for your own protection, this can provide as a lot of barriers for some people. Now in terms of choosing between TDM Markets and JP Markets, well, it's basically based on your own wallet and how much you're willing to trade. Now with TDM Markets, the minimum deposit that you need, it used to be $250 US, is now $1,000 US. That's more than 10,000 rand. So it really depends on how much you're willing to trade. If you are a beginner, I really don't recommend putting up that much money if you have no background in trading, and I would rather advise you open an account with JP Markets. Now the benefit with JP Markets is that you're allowed to deposit as much or as little as you want, from literally 50 rand, 10 rand to $1,000,000 rand. It's really up to you, and that's a really good advantage, especially if you are a beginner. So my internet is just acting really funny, but what you do, you go to jpmarkets.co.za, or you go to TDM Markets, tdmmarkets.co.za, and you go to their platforms link and you just go to their platforms link, click on that, and you download the MT4 trading platform for your desktop. Now in this video tutorial we're doing the download for a Windows computer. We will be uploading another video tutorial on how to download a MT4 trading platform for either Macintosh or Linux software. However, it is advisable that if you are trading, that you do consider purchasing a Windows laptop if you do not already have one. You don't need a fancy one, you just need a basic one that's able to accept and process the platform that you're going to be using. Either way, you can use either on a Mac or Linux or a Windows computer. However, do note that sometimes when you are trading with software that is in Windows, it may be hard to find a broker that's compatible with your computer software. So once you download it, this takes about 1 minute. You just simply open the trading platform, and once you open your trading platform, you get something like this. Now when you open it for the very first time, you're going to have 4 screens on your window. I've obviously opened this before, however this is a demo account, and this demo account is particularly registered with Kukura Capital. So you'll be seeing this particular account several times throughout the series of our different tutorials and what we'll be teaching. Now when you do open your account, make sure that you've registered. Even a demo account, you just enter your details. You will be given a username and a password, and that will be emailed to you. If you are using TDM Holdings or Markets as your platform, write it down. Once you've registered with your email, they are very hesitant to give you new details, a new account. If you're with JP Markets, it's fine, they allow you to open as many accounts as possible, but do try to keep record of your username and your password for obvious reasons. Otherwise it's going to be really pointless every single time you're opening a new account. Once you've done that, make sure that you've logged into your account. To ensure that you've logged in your account is basically look at the bottom and make sure that you see numbers here, some green and some movement. If you see it's red and it just says no connection, just simply right click on that, and then it will say rescan your server, and then you just click rescan server, and then you'll be able to relog in and make sure that you're connected to the platform. This is the rescan or login if you're having a problem and you're not connected. So you simply click in your login details and then you become connected to the MT4 trading platform. Being connected obviously is important. You are unable to place a trade, to do anything if you're not connected. You won't even have any data actually reflecting, or just say waiting for connection. So we're just going to address this systematically, starting from the top, going from the left to the right, addressing the different features of your MT4 trading platform. So right here at the top, basically you just have a menu bar which says file. You know, if you want to open a new chart, you simply click the new chart, and that's pretty much. If you want to open another account, you do have this option. For TDM markets, what I have noticed is that this open account doesn't work, but for JP markets it does work. So if you are going to open an account with TDM, rather do it online on their website, because this one, it will be loading and processing like forever, unless it's just my computer that does that. But I have heard a couple of complaints about that. If you want to open a new chart, you just simply click new chart. You can choose either one of these currency pairs, or if you want more, you just click on this. For JP markets, it doesn't say DMA, it says FX16, so you just click on that and you get a whole list of all the available, you know, currency pairs. Now obviously it depends on what trading platform you do use. This DMA just stands for demo account. For some trading platforms, they don't write that. The language that's used is just dependent on your trading platform, but the currency pairs are obviously the same. So you simply click on whichever currency pair that you want. I'm just going to go for Great British Pound and Yen. That's going to load and open a new chart. Now the alternative way to also open a new chart is to click the currency pair you want from your market watch and simply drag it onto the screen. That's also another way to open a new chart in your MT4 trading platform. I'm just going to demonstrate that. I just clicked the USD Canadian dollar pair, and there you have your chart. So that's really straightforward. The next button that you have is your view, and this basically is just if you want to have your market watch, which is this, present or not. If you want to have your navigator, which is this part, your terminal, if you want it present or not. If you don't want to view these things, you want to enlarge the size of your chart, you can simply just click onto them and they will no longer be present. You can just exit on them physically. If you want to get them back, you just click market watch again, and then you click your navigator. So it's really up to you how much screen space you want to dedicate to your chart, and whether or not you actually want to be viewing your market watch or not. And you can obviously play with the size of each by just, you know, pulling down on the different windows and playing with the sizes. The next thing you have is your insert. Now obviously there's two ways to access your indicators. It's either through your insert, or you can go to your navigator and click on the plus sign by indicators and you get the whole list. So insert indicators, now they're categorized according to their role. If they're a trend indicator, an oscillator, you know, if they represent the volume. And we will be going through every single indicator on this MT4 trading platform in our video tutorials. If you want to know what is coming up in our video tutorials, do subscribe to our newsletter. We always indicate, okay, what's coming up for the week, what you can look forward to. Are we doing binary options this week? Are we doing forex? Are we doing fundamental analysis? If you want to be up to date, subscribe to our newsletter. It's really informative about that. It's not just informative about what video tutorials we're going to be doing, it also has a market forecast and what you can be expecting for certain currency pairs throughout the week. So basically those are your indicators. Are really straightforward. Also you can get your shapes if you want to draw lines, rectangles. They're all here, accessible here. Obviously these are really straightforward tools. Your horizontal line, you just click, you have it. Right, double click, right click if you want to delete it, and it's gone. Nothing too complicated. Then you go to charts. Now if you aren't familiar with the different types of charts, there are PowerPoints on our website, really interactive, really great PowerPoints that explain to you a lot about the charts. We also do have a video tutorial on chart analysis that you can go and watch. knowing your charts is half 50% of your profitability in forex trading. If you are unfamiliar and uncomfortable with how you read your charts, I'm telling you now, it is going to really compromise how successful you are as a trader. If you want to change your charts, you can just click here. You can choose candlestick or line chart. Most traders use candlesticks. I am hearing now there's a new trend. People are really adapting to the bar graph, which is also quite interesting, and we will be going through that. You can also change the type of chart at the top here. You can just simply click your bar, your candle, or line, ideally candlesticks, but I will be going over bar graph and how now a lot of people are actually using this to trade more often so than the candlestick. So tools, basically, if you want to place an order, which is actually very important, you can't be trading without placing an order. You have your order window. We will be going through this actually in depth. We do have a video tutorial just dedicated to how to place an order. It's very important that you are able to distinguish between selling and buying. Now, it may sound simple to some people. For a lot of people, it's not. Not just do you need to know what selling and buying is, you need to understand volume. So we will be discussing all of these features in another video tutorial that you can find at our website, kukuacapital.co.za. Next thing is basically, so you can also place a new order from here. Window is just if you want to have many windows, you just click onto this. You see you can access as many as possible. The alternative to this is just also to click on this button. You get as many windows as you want. If you want to maximize, you just simply do that. To zoom in, zoom out, obviously these are the tools. If you need help, you click on this. Now some perks. Now let's just say you don't like how this chart is looking, maybe it's a bit dull, it's not your style. You simply just right click onto that on your chart. You simply right click, and once you right click, you go to properties, and then you can choose the color scheme. You can choose green on black, black on white. You can choose the color of your candles. If you want your bullish candles to be red, you simply just choose a color that suits you. If you want your bearish candles to be, you can literally choose any color that you want to be a greenish kind of color. You can click onto that and then you press OK. This is just to demonstrate. You can choose what colors you want. You can remove the grid as a background depending. This is obviously, they've just put a moving average just to show you some of the indicators that are available. You can also manipulate the colors of this, the style. It's really up to you what you like. Obviously, depending on how you're trading, you're going to want certain features to be more visible than others, and you have free range to do that. So this is our video tutorial basically on how to use your MT4 trading platform. Obviously, throughout our tutorials, when we're going through different indicators and different strategies, you'll also become more familiar with the platform. This is just a simple overview. If you do have any questions, any concerns, any queries, do always feel free to contact us at kukuacapital.co.za. You can send us an email, or you can contact us or send a message on our forum. We do have a dedicated team that's just dedicated to replying to our forum and our social media pages, so do feel free to drop us a message. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do like and subscribe. Thank you for watching our videos.